The world inside Luminex Corporation was fast, cold, and efficient. Employees walked with purpose, eyes on screens, voices clipped and calculated. But among the sea of ambition, Samuel Reed, the janitor, moved quietly, invisible, yet present. Every morning, before dawn broke, Sam polished the glass doors until they gleamed. He picked up discarded coffee cups, straightened chairs after board meetings, and smiled at anyone who met his eyes, though few ever did. He lived simply. His shoes were worn, his lunch plain, his old car often coughed before starting. But behind those tired eyes was a calm, almost sacred warmth, something even he didn't talk about. Ava Reynolds, the CEO, was his opposite in every sense. A woman who built empires from numbers, who believed charity was for the weak and success was earned, not shared. Her office was at the top floor, glass walls, mahogany desk, and a view that screamed victory. One Friday evening, as the city lights shimmered below, Ava stayed late, preparing a major presentation that could make or break the company's future. Everyone had left, except Samuel. Through her glass wall, she noticed him mopping quietly near the elevators. He looked exhausted, his movements slow, but his face peaceful. When he thought no one was watching, he pulled out his phone and smiled at a group of laughing children on a video call. "Good night, my little stars," he whispered before hanging up. Ava tilted her head, puzzled. "His kids," she murmured. But something about his tone didn't sound like a father, more like a caretaker. The next morning, curiosity got the better of her. She asked HR to pull up his file. Samuel Reed. Employed for 7 years. No dependents. No complaints. Excellent conduct. No family listed. No debts. No criminal record. Just a man who came, cleaned, and left. That weekend, Ava's mind wouldn't rest. She had clawed her way to success, yet her soul felt emptier with every promotion. And now this janitor, someone with so little, was smiling like he had everything. So, on Monday night, when she saw him leave, Ava did something she'd never done before. She followed him. He boarded a bus. 2 transfers later, he arrived at a small, crumbling orphanage on the edge of the city, its sign faded, Sunlight Haven Home for Children. Through the cracked gate, Ava saw him greeted by a crowd of children rushing into his arms, laughing, shouting, "Uncle Sam! Uncle Sam!" She froze. And what she saw next, him handing the envelope from earlier to the caretaker, saying, "For their school fees. I'll bring more next month," left her breathless. He was donating half his paycheck to an orphanage. Her throat tightened. She turned back toward the dark street, her heart beating in ways she couldn't explain. That night, she couldn't sleep. The image of those children and the janitor's quiet joy haunted her days past, but Ava couldn't focus on work. During meetings, her mind wandered back to that orphanage. The company was about to launch a new luxury product, yet all she could think about was how one janitor was silently funding children's futures while she, with her millions, did nothing. So she decided to visit him. Late one evening, as Sam was polishing the floors near her office, she approached. "Mr. Reed," she began. "May I have a word?" He looked startled, almost dropping his mop. "Of course, ma'am. Did I miss a spot?" "No," she said softly. I saw you at Sunlight Haven." His face paled. "You followed me?" "I didn't mean to invade your privacy," Ava said quickly. "But I saw what you did. You give away half your salary. Why?" He looked down, embarrassed. "Because those kids deserve more than I ever had." She frowned. "But you can barely afford your own rent. Why not save for yourself?" Sam smiled faintly. "When I was a boy, I was one of them. An orphan. A janitor found me once, fed me, taught me dignity in small things. He said, 'You don't need riches to change a life, just heart.' I guess I've been trying to be that janitor ever since." Ava felt tears burn her eyes. She'd spent her life chasing numbers, ignoring people. Yet this man, unseen and underpaid, had built an empire of kindness without anyone noticing. A week later, Luminex Corporation hosted its annual gala. The theme, Success Through Innovation. But as Ava stood at the podium, staring at the rows of investors and executives, her rehearsed speech dissolved on her tongue. She looked over at Sam, standing quietly by the back door with his cleaning cart, and something inside her shifted. "Tonight," she began, voice trembling, "I realized that true success isn't what we build in towers of glass, but what we build in hearts." The crowd murmured. She continued, "One of our own employees reminded me of that. He's not a manager or a designer, he's a janitor. And yet, he gives half his paycheck every month to children without homes." Gasps rippled through the hall. Cameras turned. Sam froze, eyes wide. "Samuel Reed," she said, "you are the heart of this company. From this day forward, Luminex will match your donations and build a new wing at Sunlight Haven in your honor." The room erupted in applause. Sam's hands shook as the children's faces flashed through his mind. Tears streamed silently down his cheeks. Later that night, Ava found him alone by the window, staring at the city lights. "You didn't have to do that," he said quietly. "Yes," she replied, smiling. "But I wanted to learn from the best janitor I've ever met." He chuckled softly, eyes glistening. "Then maybe this world still has hope." She nodded. "It does, Sam. Because of people like you."